ahead and I'm going to share my screen so that you all can kind of see here. So it might look a little bit different from what you're seeing, but basically, again, go to week 4 right here, and it's under photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So last week we talked about, or we've been talking about cells, the origin of cells. We talked a little bit about the enzymes and how things come in and out of the cell in terms of cellular transport. So now a little bit of a different route where we go into photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So really looking at that, harvesting that light energy, converting it to chemical energy in the process of photosynthesis, absorbing carbon, or I'm sorry, absorbing, yes, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and then producing oxygen. So the readings this week, quite a bit of readings. So just make sure that you pace out your time here. Some sections here in chapter 4, looking at the citric acid cycle, glycolysis. Chapter 5 is just basically an overview of photosynthesis and some of the light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis, as well as the Calvin cycle. There's also some further readings and resources, and this will help you for your discussion assignment, as well as your other assignments, specifically targeting photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Here are some PowerPoint slides to go along with the lecture, your readings here. So go ahead and take a look at those, and as well as some additional videos and tutorials. Your discussion this week. So for your initial post, you're just going to pick one. You can either talk about photosynthesis. So kind of explain what is photosynthesis, which, in terms of climate change here. So why do you think photosynthesis has a major role in global climate change? And using an additional outside source, not our textbook or any of these resources, an outside source, you can explain a way we add to the problem of global climate change, or a way that we can help the problem of global climate change. Science Daily is a great one. They have an article here, and make sure you cite any references you use. Your other option is to talk about cellular respiration. So why is the mitochondria nicknamed the powerhouse of the cell? There's a reason for that. Why is that? And using, again, another outside source, talk about a disease, a disorder, or some type of inhibitor that negatively impacts or affects our mitochondria. What's the name of the condition? What are some of the symptoms? How it impacts the cellular respiration? And if there's treatment options, you can go ahead and explain those. Make sure you cite any sources in MLA. Now, after you complete your initial post, you can respond to 2 of your classmates. Either one, you can respond to the same prompt, or you can respond to the different prompt, or one of each, however you want to do that. Basically, shared what you learned from this, any input you have. If you research a little bit more, you can add that as well, include references. So again, initial post due Thursday, your 2 follow-up responses due by Sunday. You have an assignment here called photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So you should be able, hopefully, to see this document, which I downloaded for you all. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to fill in the tables with your responses. So photosynthesis, where it takes place, and you're going to compare and contrast light-dependent versus light-independent reactions. And then cellular respiration, you're going to compare glycolysis, acetyl coenzyme A formation, Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain. Don't forget, there's also an additional question. A lot of people you do this one, so they just kind of concentrate on the tables. Make sure you complete this one, which is what is the role of ATP? It's worth 20 points, so make sure you have a lot of details. So don't just say, hey, makes energy. That's not worth 20 points. So make sure you include this. Okay, so the graphs, the 2 charts and the question here for your assignment. And then your week 4 checkpoint is going to be your rough draft. So here are the guidelines here. There's a template that you can use as well. I didn't download it, but you can download on your own. Just make sure, again, you're going to just have everything. So you found your health claim, you critiqued it, do a little bit of research, you have some keywords. So you're going to take the first 3 assignments and combine them into one in terms of a rough draft here. Remember, the final draft is due here in week 6. So make sure you follow the guidelines here, and that is also due Sunday. So just to recap again, initial post due Thursday, your 2 follow-up responses due by Sunday, one of these 2 prompts. You don't have to do both of them, just one of them. Your assignment here, looking at the tables and the question about photosynthesis and cellular respiration, and then your checkpoint rough draft. As you can see, no quiz this week, so you just have those discussion assignment and the other 2 assignments to do. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to some great discussions online this week.